Hey guys, this is Chauncey with Session Stories, and today we're joined by a truly special guest, an artist making some serious moves in the hip hop scene with his sharp lyricism, magnetic flow, and undeniable stage presence. Whether you're hearing about Rivan for the first time or you've been following his journey, you're in for something truly special today. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, just jumping into it, your latest EP, Rivan, it shares your name, which kind of feels
Mhm.
like a bold statement. So what inspired you to make it self-titled?
I felt like as a body of work, it was a big change for me, I guess, like in terms of just execution. Last year was like the most productive year I've had music wise. And I felt like I was really coming into my own living in New York. So I thought it was like a proper introduction to people here, people back in Vermont, people online. Like I really wanted it to set the stage just to let people know what's up. My name is Rivan. And it's like, you know,
I'm here. Yeah.
saying good sense. Yeah, yeah. I'm here. I'm still here.
Yeah. And which track on the EP do you think defines you the most as an artist right now? Like if you had to pick one.
Oh, right now. I mean, my favorite track personally from the EP is Lemonade. It embodies like my growing up, and then it's sort of talks about what I'm moving towards, what I want to be, what I aspire to be. So I feel like I can always identify it with it somewhere because I'm always like looking back on the past but want to improve. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you could describe like your sound in 3 words, what would they be? I know 3 words is very limiting, but
Three words from the sound for that project.
it could be that project or just your sound in general.
In general, okay, I would say I don't even know if I need 3 words. Collage is what I've been using to kind of describe my music recently, the way that I make music, because like I'd also do my own I do a lot of my own graphic design and video stuff, and I've learned recently that like the visual arts that I make are really similar to my music in that I'm just taking bits and pieces of little things like inspiration here, inspiration there,
Yeah.
kind of stealing it. A lot of my work is sample based, and a lot of my artwork, like visual artwork and, posters and stuff that I make, I'm kind of stealing visuals and combining them into new ways. So, but not stealing. Because I'm not stealing,
Lightly borrowing.
I'm
Just keep going.
collaging, you know what I mean? So I've just been saying collage.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. As an independent artist, what would you say has been the biggest challenge in navigating like the music industry?
Well, the biggest challenge where I'm at right now is getting into the music industry. I feel like there's probably problems that I don't even know will be like impossible to face because I'm not even faced with them yet. I
Yeah.
know a lot of people get into like crazy record deals and they have all these legal battles with like releasing songs that I truly have no idea what that process looks like. So maybe that's the hardest part of being in the music industry. But
Yeah.
as an independent artist who is just trying to gain their first like gain their base of their fan base, I would
Yeah.
say the hardest thing to get into the music industry is having that sort of viral moment happen, that sort of first social click that can get the ball rolling for a lot of opportunities.
Yeah. Yeah. So you have a new track that you just released. I think it's called Set Me Off,
Yeah.
which I love that track. It's so hyped. There's so much energy behind it. It reminds you, it has like this old school kind of like drum and bass beat too, which is super dope.
Yeah.
So what was the inspiration behind that song? Just curious.
I made that song with my friend Lachlan. He lives in Australia. I've never met him in person, but we work over Discord together.
Yeah.
Yeah, we made this song I think last year, early last year, and I have another song dropping with him really soon called I Got That. Me and him are working on a lot of like breakbeat drum and bass jungle stuff that I'm really excited for. I'm probably going to start like leaning into that lane heavily too. But yeah, we made that song. It draws inspiration from this track called Incredible by General Levy and M Beat. They're two really big jungle artists. He sent me the beat. I sent him stems.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom, came together. My friend Ivana is on that song. She's a really incredible singer. I went to school with her in Vermont. That's where I met her. And now she lives in New York, which is crazy because my worlds of people are always coming together in some way or another. But
Yeah.
yeah.
And then will Set Me Off, will that be like a part of an EP or on an album, or is that just going to stay like a single?
um, you know, No, I was just talking about it with my producer last night. I'm so bad at conceptualizing albums.
Yeah.
I kind of default to EPs because when I'm making songs, I'm not making them thinking of other songs. I kind of just make singles and then they end up working well together.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there's usually you end up like what happens for me is I'll make a bunch of random singles and then I'll lock in with the producer that'll make and we'll make a couple tracks like really fast that'll make the singles come together as a project. Like with Rivan, I was working with my boy Cam Barnes and we made Astro's Freestyle, we made Ashes, the intro track to the project, and we made Lemonade like all pretty quickly and they ended up working around some of the other songs that I made with other people. So
Mhm.
I kind of am trying to conceptualize an EP that's very breakbeat heavy, some ambient industrial sounds, some dance stuff. But right now, I'm just trying to take the songs that I have most done,
Yeah.
upload them to DSPs so that I have accountability and, a little fire under my ass to keep the ball moving.
Yeah.
But I have another song dropping real soon with the full music video that I'm getting edited right now by the same dude that did the Set Me Off video. And I also, yeah, I don't know. I am sitting on like 8 tracks right now that could probably work really well together, but a lot of them aren't done at
Oh,
all. But, music can get done really quick it's like lightning in a bottle, you know?
yeah, exactly. And just curious, who do you have like on heavy rotation at the moment? Like, what are some artists that you find yourself coming back to listen to?
Oh, this is fun because I'm doing this on my computer so I can pull up my Spotify while we talk. I've been listening to a lot of UK rap. I feel like they are literally doing, you know how we go in waves of recycling old
Yeah.
stuff. Like we do the 90s, then we do the 2000s. Like
Yep.
right now we're supposed to, I mean, at least in New York, it feels like we're supposed to kind of be in like the 2010s, sort of like, net spend is getting popular. We got like snow strippers and stuff. But I feel like UK is doing it way better in terms of, the odes to the early 2010s. I
Yeah.
just found this dude, Slew. He is so nasty, like unbelievably nasty.
What's his
This
name?
dude Slew,
Blue.
Slew.
Okay.
YT has been on heavy rotation. I don't know if you listen to him. And then some smaller artists that are like my actual friends. My boy Lamp Hugger, he's this rapper out of Florida. We've never met in person too, but we met through Discord, and he just dropped a really incredible like alternative R&B rap project called Part. I'm on that as like a feature artist. But I honestly like his songs that he dropped better than the one that we did together. I'm just like a genuine fan of his.
Yeah.
My friend Margot, that I also haven't met yet, but I've just been like talking with her through DMs. I know she lives in New York, but she sent me her unreleased project that she's sitting on, and it is honestly my favorite project of the year so far. The only song that she has out right now is called If I, but that's really cool. I'll send you all these like Instagram handles and stuff. But
Very cool. And
yeah.
just curious, where does all this creative inspiration come from? Like, obviously, I know there's a rapping part, but like your music videos are also so cool and they're very stylistic. I love the look and feel. Like it feels a bit gritty, but it's still clean and concise. Like, where did all this creative inspiration come from?
I mean, kind of look around my room. I got like I just
Okay,
love graphic design, and movies and TV shows are like a really big passion of mine. If I'm not making music or going on my phone, I'm just
great.
MIA watching TV shows or movies, like not talking to anybody. But yeah, a lot of my inspiration is like visual based. I love cartoons. I don't know. Like going back to what I said with the one word answer, I love collage. I love a sort of screen print aesthetic. I love grain. I love texture. I love threshold. I love gradients. Like, I don't know if that is, makes sense how it translates to my music, but with my visuals, at least, I like a very DIY aesthetic, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. You'd probably like grindhouse films then as well, because they have that kind of like grimy type of effect to them.
Give me an example of one.
You know Planet Terror?
I don't.
Oh, okay. Is it Death Proof or Bulletproof? Like about the girls in the car that getting chased by the
I
guy.
haven't seen that one, but I it's been on my list for a minute now.
Oh, good. But there's like a series of films, and they're all called like Grindhouse films, and they have that exact same style that you're talking about. It's kind of like that grimy DIY feel, but yeah, I love them.
Okay, sick. I'm gonna check those out for sure.
Yeah, and then I guess the last question is, are there any, final words that you want to leave your fans or the listeners with?
How deep do I want to get with it? I would say, whatever it is that you're doing with your life, what your career is, what your aspirations are, take it one day at a time. We are just human beings. Future tripping, even thinking about where you want to be 5 years from now can be helpful in terms of like setting goals, but you got to live in the moment in order to truly make the most out of what you're doing. So one day at a time.
Yep. Cool. And yeah, so thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Really excited to see what else you drop this year as well. If it's anything like Set Me Off, it's going to be a good year. So
Expect a lot of stuff like that for sure.
Daylight burns across the globe, so I don't get no sleep. Ay, throwing ones with Reaper cousin, hit me till I bleed. Ay, 24 from 7.